Two young drivers were practicing on the Akina Mount Pass when a Mitsubishi sports car suddenly appeared and slammed into them, forcing them to stop. The driver rolled down his window and mocked them, saying they had no business driving an AE86 with skills like that. His friend, knowing his driving wasn't good, stayed silent the whole time, but the Mitsubishi driver grew bolder, suddenly braking hard at a sharp curve and causing them to crash straight into the guardrail. That completely infuriated the boy. He grabbed the wheel immediately and floored it to chase him down, but just as he caught up with the driver, he noticed something wrong. The AE86 became wildly unstable going into high-speed turns, and the brakes were completely shot coming out of them. He nearly lost control multiple times. Still, the boy's only focus was catching that car and beating him, watching the AE86 closing in fast behind him. The Mitsubishi driver panicked completely. He never imagined the legendary Akina street legend he'd been looking for was right in front of him. No matter how hard he pushed, he couldn't shake that AE86. When the AE86 went for a simple pass, the Mitsubishi driver misjudged the block and slammed hard into the divider. Watching the car bounce between the walls, the boy figured this driver was nothing special. Afterward, he pulled the AE86 up to the tofu shop. As they got out, his friend looked pale. When he asked if he was okay, the next second his friend threw up and collapsed. The next day at the gas station, the owner told him something shocking. His father's AE86 had a suspension system that took a full month to customize. Even its engine was perfectly calibrated to match the legendary GTR's performance. His friend's AE86 was just an ordinary used car. Finally, the boy understood why that AE86 handled so smoothly on Akina, and for the first time he truly understood the car that had always been with him and gained new respect for his father. For years, his father had the image of a drunk, hitting him or cursing him out constantly. Now his father came up and scolded him. If you've got time to daydream, you could be helping deliver more tofu. The next evening, the boy took the AE86 out to deliver tofu again. When he drove through the tunnel, he suddenly ran into that same Mitsubishi, but this time the driver had brought their street racing leader for revenge. The boy sensed them accelerating to challenge him, but he didn't know that Mitsubishi was a top-tier EVO3 racer. Even with the AE86's pedal floored, he couldn't keep up with that race car. During the intense chase, the AE86's engine started making strange sounds, but the boy was too pumped to notice. Right then, in thick fog, the engine suddenly misfired and died. The intense race had destroyed the AE86's old engine, and both drivers got out laughing. They mocked that pathetic tofu delivery AE86. What made it think it could race a real car? The boy tasted bitter defeat for the first time. When the AE86 was brought back to the gas station, his father didn't yell or hit him. He just stared at the car in silence. Then his friend suggested another race in 3 weeks and offered to lend him a better car. But the boy refused. He only wanted to drive this AE86. Even though his friend reserved him a spot in the race, the boy was lost in despair, terrified of driving, terrified of losing. His father didn't want to see his son become like him. So the legendary Akina street legend decided it was time to act. He took the car to a shop and installed a brand new racing engine into the AE86, giving the old car a chance to reclaim its former glory. If you enjoyed this wonderful story, don't forget to subscribe to my channel.